Good morning, grade 9s, and welcome to today's lesson. We finished off in our last lesson with area and perimeter of certain shapes, and today we're going to start off by looking at volume and the surface area of three different shapes. The first shape is the surface area and volume of a rectangular prism, then the surface area and volume of a right triangular prism, and lastly, the surface area and volume of a cylinder. So over the next 3 days, we're going to look at these separately, and today we're going to start looking and focusing only on the volume and surface area of the rectangular prism. All right, so surface area and volume of a cube or rectangular prism. So the surface area is the outer, it's the surface, and now it's not only of a 2D shape, but this is now a 3-dimensional shape. So that 3-dimensional shape of a cube has got a front and a back, 2 sides, and a top and a bottom. So you're going to find the surface area of every flat face. All right, so how I normally work it out is the area of the front and the back plus the area of the 2 sides plus the area of the top and the bottom. But we'll look at that closely just now. And the volume is actually the easier one. You just say length times breadth times height, and you get your answer in centimeters cubed or meters cubed. All right, let's have a closer look at the surface area. I said to you it's the sum of all the sum of the area of all the faces of that 3-dimensional shape. If you have a look at this shape, this rectangular prism, let's make the height 2 meters, the length 5 meters, and the breadth 3 meters. Okay, what I normally say is go and add in all the lines that go vertical is 2 meters long. So I just insert them like that, and then all the lines that go are horizontal, I go and place a 5 into those, so that I know, so that when I look for the length and the breadth of that 2-dimensional shape or that 2D shape or that flat surface, then I don't have to go and figure out which is which or what length is what side. And the same with the last one. All the sides going sideways like that is 3 meters. Okay, so how do we find the surface area? The first part, we're going to work out the blue part, and because the front and the back is a double up, is a double up of the same area, you just have to work out the front, and you can times it by 2. So if you look at the front there, can you see that the length times breadth of that flat blue 2D surface is 5 times 2. Now, very important, you have to double it up, so you have to times it by 2 because it's the front and the back, and that gives you 20 meters squared. Then for the 2 sides, length times breadth. For the 2 flat surfaces, can you see that it's 3 times 2? But remember, please, we times it by 2 because we double it up because it's the 2 sides, and that gives me 12 meters squared. Then lastly, for the top and the bottom, the top is the green side, so it's 5 times 3, and please remember to double it up because it's the top and the bottom, and that gives you 30 meters squared. So to get the total surface area, you add all of those 6 shapes, all of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes, 6 sides together. We only worked out 3 because 2 of them are the same, or 3 of them are the same. That's why you can double up, and it gives you a total of 62 meters squared because we're working with the surface area. Okay. All right, let's quickly have a look at an example of volume as well. We have the same shape. The length is 5, the height is 2, and the breadth is 3. Very easy. Write down your formula. Volume equals to length times breadth times height. You go and replace your values, 5 times 3 times 2, and that gives you 30 meters cubed. Very important, meters cubed, to show that you were working out the volume. Okay, then what if I add another question and I say to you, calculate the capacity of the shape if 1 meters cubed is 1,000 liters. So that would be given to you. So how would you do this? You want to, let's pretend that this is a swimming pool, and you want to find out how many liters will go into this rectangular prism. So you always write down what has been given to you. What is the statistic? It is 1 meters cubed is 1,000 liters. You write down what you have, and then you write down what you want. But we don't want 1 meters cubed, we want 30 meters cubed. So you always divide up and times down. I normally refer to this as the pirate method. You are welcome to just say, well, if 1 meters cubed is 1,000, then 30 would mean 30 times that. So I'm just going to times it by 30. You are more than welcome to do that. Sometimes it's just you can't see what to times with what or what to divide with what. So this is another way of doing it, the pirate method. You write down what you have, write down what you want, start at the bottom, say 30 divided by 1 times 1,000, and that would give you your answer of 30,000 liters. All right, so there's the surface area and the volume of a rectangular prism. Very easy. Tomorrow might be a little trickier, but let's start off with the easier ones. And please go and do your homework now. So it's exercise 21.1 on page 284 in your maths textbook. Only number 1, C, D, and E. And just a little hint for E, you have to use Pythagoras in that sum. You must have a wonderful day. Go do your work. Go do your work. Do not go play. Okay, have a good day. Bye.